In Reclaim Your Career this week, we're going to look at bouncing back from a significant setback. Maybe you didn't get that promotion, or maybe you just didn't get that job, or maybe you lost your job. Well, the ability to do just that, bounce back, can be extremely valuable at home and at work. So how do we do this? How do we become more resilient? Here to tell us, Valorie Burton, life coach and author of What's Really Holding You Back. This is good because there are so many ways in which you can measure setbacks. And you know, sometimes you want to spend some time just kind of wallowing in that disappointment. But you say, come on, get up and move on.
At some point you have to. You know what, I think, especially in the last couple of years, people have experienced all sorts of setbacks. But we all experience setbacks at some point. And it's all about how are you going to be a little bit more resilient? And I think the first thing it starts with is being able to be authentic. I think really authentic people are able to accept that life doesn't always go perfectly. And failing doesn't mean you're a failure. I think that's really huge. It really is about how you think.
Okay, and then you say you need to be a flexible thinker.
Yes.
In what way?
Well, a lot of times we think very negatively when things don't go the way we plan for them to go. So it's really important to be aware of your thoughts, to be able to say, you know what, yes, I've had these negative thoughts, but in order to move forward, I have got to take control of how I think about my situation. Are there little changes that I can make? So the most resilient people will say, you know what, this didn't work, what will? And they will kind of make course corrections as they go.
Okay, but at the same time, you kind of want to learn from the mistakes. If something happened or a mistake was made, you can't dismiss it. You do need to learn from that, right?
That's right. That goes back to the being authentic, being able to be humble, to say, you know what, maybe I did make a mistake. Maybe my boss was right. As much as I hate to admit it, what is the grain of truth I can take from that so that I can learn and get better in the future and get that promotion next time or get the job and do well in the interview next time?
And overall, you say be optimistic because it's easy for a very long time, whether it be days, hours, weeks, or months, to just be mad, you know, and be pessimistic about, you know, and focusing on what went wrong, why this didn't go my way. But you say complete opposite. Be optimistic.
You've got to be optimistic, and it's important that if there are some risks involved, that you take the right precautions. So, you know, if there are things that are coming up, and for some people, they've gotten laid off in an industry where perhaps things really aren't going up. So you've got to say, you know what, I'm not going to be optimistic that I'm going to, you know, have this great career in this industry. Maybe I need to look at retraining myself, getting new skills, going into a new industry. So optimism isn't just about positive thinking. Very often it's about being very realistic in your thinking, but still saying, you know what, I can get through this.
And when you say reach out, what do you mean? Like reach out for support, reach out for, you know, some guidance, better advice? What?
Absolutely. When you are resilient, you reach out for help, and that's hard for a lot of people. So whether it's a mentor or a colleague that can help you, or maybe it's a former coworker that has some contacts and you need to reach out and ask, it might feel, you know, a little bit uncomfortable, but you have to bring yourself to be able to reach out and ask others for help.
And then you say use your strengths.
That's right. That's right.
Because you do kind of sometimes, when there are defeats, you just kind of want to beat yourself up. You know, I'm not doing this right, or but instead you say you need to accentuate the positive, as they say.
That's right. So it's very easy to focus on everything you do wrong. But at some point you have to say, what am I good at? What are my strengths? How can I tap into those to help me move forward in the future?
All right, Valorie Burton, thanks so much. And, you know, I don't know if folks got a chance to see your shoes, but they're popping off the screen. They're popping in front of me here. They're very cute. And that's one way to, you know, spring into 2011, right?
That's right. It helps you bounce back when you like the shoes.
Right, exactly. All right, Valorie Burton, thanks so much.
Thanks,
good to see you.